rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up. Jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Tonight we wrap up this Thanksgiving weekend with a compelling matchup, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. I hope everyone took advantage of the Cyber Monday deals. Now it's time to focus on some football. Bears and Vikings underway on Monday night. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here we go. Here we go. Smith red. Yellow line.
Here's A-Chain to begin the drive.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
Ready,
now
ready.
2nd and 9.
Blue check. Yellow, go. Hut, hut.
A-Chain here. They stay on the ground.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
You look at this Bears defense.
And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Ritter to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now inside the 25.
The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Following the fumble recovery, Stroud.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Stroud on 3rd down now. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Jahmyr Gibbs
with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Bears use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Switch, yellow. Smash, red. Hey, blue. Black swap. Set.
H.A. now up the middle.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You look at this Bears defense.
Here we go.
This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on because you're talking about where they rank. And
looking for Austin, intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Trap 50, trap 50. Ready.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. The pass caught by Olave.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series. Again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. Pass complete, George Pickens with it.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Warrior 17.
Stroud. That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. Touchdown. George Pickens.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
Strike. Steal. Check steal. Cut.
Ritter.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line.
Ritter now. This one thrown underneath to A-Chain.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Ultra. Go ultra.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Black shot. Cut.
Ritter back to throw. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
2nd down and 6 now. Back to throw, Ritter.
Being chased out left.
Ritter has it knocked down, but it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Ready, check.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
60 Vikings. Dragon 60. Mustang 19.
Stroud from his own end zone. Complete to Olave on the out route.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
Play action. Stroud now. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long. Stroud to throw it. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
A good return there, 17 yards.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. They'll pitch it out to A-Chain. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Vikings had 7-4 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It was Miles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. 3rd down and 13. Ritter with it after the play fake. That's complete to Bolden. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Ritter looking to throw here on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he moves it past the 30, almost to the 25. On first down, Ritter. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Let's go.
Here's Stroud. And this one is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Here's 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now Stroud. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Go street. 65 catch, 65 catch.
Here goes Stroud again. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, here's Stroud. He's got this to Pickens. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
Cut 19, cut 19. Trap 50, trap 60. Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Throwing now is Stroud. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself from opposition so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Green Jack.
Ritter to throw it.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings.
Mac Hollins
as the first half is winding down.
And the Vikings are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point good by Prater, and that'll make our score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. He lets it go deep for Olave.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. one-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catches. He's dropped at the 42. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Stroud looking to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He completes it to Olave.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Stroud out of the gun here.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
George Pickens.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a free possession game.
It's caught inside the 25. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Chigakakwo,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings have cut it back within a score.
Prater for the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
2nd and 10. Stroud to throw yet again here. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Marcus Epps able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Stroud backed up near his goal line. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Able to get this one to McBride. There he goes left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey McBride, 72 yards. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready, set.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Ritter now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Black Ultra.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Ready?
Going play action. Ritter. He dumps it off to A-Chain. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Ready.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Set.
Ritter back to throw. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Ready.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. He'll let it fly for Austin. Touchdown, Vikings! Calvin Austin, 43 yards. And the Vikings are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Another run for Gibbs here. Shreds the tackle, and he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 19 Lions.
And Stroud now to throw.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Bears add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, ready?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners are for
touchdown!
Robbie Chosen,
75 yards.
And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Stroud. Got an open man. It's Pickens.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot. They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Again, it's Stroud. A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This is a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Stroud back to throw.
And this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
And this drive will begin with a run from A-Chain.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Ritter looks to throw it.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Now Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Ritter.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
It's now 2nd and 18 at the 30-yard line.
Ritter.
Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Ready?
This is 1st and 10.
Yellow, blue.
Back to throw, Ritter.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Smash, red. Set.
Ritter to throw it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Bears, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.